In the rugged mountains of Mexico, a group of explorers stepped into a cave and found something that shook their very core. Lying in the shadows was the survival of what they described as a giant. The size alone defied imagination, raising questions no one had answers to. Could this be proof of an extinct race, or something far beyond human understanding? Word of the discovery soon spread like fire, leaving the whole world gripped by the thought of how this discovery could challenge long-held beliefs. Join us as we explore the shocking mysteries of the cave. Number 1. The Cave of Crystals. Deep inside the Nika mine in Chihuahua, northern Mexico, lies a chamber known as the Cave of the Crystals. It rests around 300 meters below the Earth's surface and stretches to about 109 meters in length. The space inside is massive, holding close to 6,000 cubic meters. But what makes it extraordinary are the natural wonders it shelters. The cave holds some of the largest crystals ever discovered on Earth. These giant selenite formations shine with a strange beauty, and some reach more than 37 feet in length. A few weigh nearly 12 tons, their size and purity unlike anything else in the mineral world. Stepping into the cave, however, is no simple task. The conditions inside are extreme, with temperatures soaring to nearly 58 degrees Celsius and humidity close to 100%. Without protective suits and breathing gear, people can survive only for a few minutes before the heat overwhelms them. The crystals grew in these severe conditions over an immense span of time. Beneath the cave lies a magma chamber, which keeps groundwater heated. That water, loaded with calcium and sulfate, seeped through cracks and stayed hot for thousands of years. Because the temperature remained steady, the crystals had time to grow to such enormous sizes. Exposure to air or moisture changes can harm them, so parts of the mine have been reflooded and access restricted to keep these rare giants safe. Number 2. The Devil's Door. In the highlands near Lake Titicaca in Peru lies a striking landmark known as Aramuru, or the Devil's Door. Carved into the red sandstone of a mountain, it looks like a massive doorway leading nowhere. Local legends say this was not simply a rock carving, but a project started by the Inca people long ago. Its unusual design and size make it stand out, drawing travelers, researchers, and believers year after year. For centuries, stories about its purpose have circulated. The Catholic Church once gave it the dark name, the Devil's Door, which only increased people's curiosity. Many visitors claim they feel strange energy when they touch the stone, believing it connects them to another world. According to tradition, an Inca priest named Amurumuru used the portal to escape into another realm, joining the gods. Because of this, the site is thought to be more than just a piece of rock. It may have served as a sacred place for rituals. Today, people still journey there, searching for answers, spiritual connection, or simply to marvel at its mystery. Number 3. Giant Footprints. In 2018, a group of researchers in British Columbia made a thrilling discovery of a human footprint preserved for around 13,000 years. This print, pressed into the earth thousands of years ago, offered a direct link to prehistoric life, a time when humans lived side by side with wild animals. Then, in 2021, another discovery took place at White Sands National Park in the United States, where experts uncovered footprints that dated back over 21,000 years. This finding suggested that humans were present in the Americas much earlier than anyone had believed. The idea that someone once walked casually across a muddy stretch, never knowing their steps would last thousands of years, brought new wonder to human history. These footprints also revealed details about ancient humans. By studying them, scientists could estimate the pace of walking, the age of the people, and even possible group activities. The evidence challenged earlier theories, pushing the timeline of human arrival in the region much further back than expected. Number 4. Cave Spiders. An unusual event took place in the caves near Avellino, Italy in April 2022. A group of friends set out to explore, bringing a video camera to record their journey. At first, everything felt like a normal cave trip. They laughed, walked deeper inside, and admired the rock walls. But the moment turned strange when Tomas pointed the camera upward. At first glance, he thought he saw strange markings on the ceiling, but as the camera adjusted, the truth became clear. Above them hung a thick cluster of spiders, suspended just inches from their heads. Shocked, Tomas tried to convince himself it was an illusion. However, the creatures began shifting slightly, proving they were alive. His friends gasped in disbelief, and their voices filled the narrow passages. What was meant to be an adventurous recording quickly changed into a scene of panic. The group stumbled and rushed back, their hurried footsteps echoing loudly through the cave. The unexpected encounter left them terrified, a memory they would not soon forget. Number 5. The Cave of La Paziega. The Cave of La Paziega, hidden in Spain's Cantabrian mountains, feels like a journey into another age. The moment you step through the entrance, the air shifts. It is cooler, wetter, and heavy with the sense that countless years have passed within its stone walls. The artwork on the rock surfaces makes the cave extraordinary. Shapes, lines, and figures stretch across the walls, telling stories of people who lived long before history was written down. Some paintings show deer, horses, and other familiar animals, while others appear strange and almost mythical, sparking wonder about how these people saw their world. The pigments were simple yet effective, often made of iron-rich earth for reds and charcoal for blacks. The fact that these colors remain vivid today shows the skill of their makers. Natural rock formations like stalactites and stalagmites rise around the painted walls, making the place look like a cathedral carved by time itself. Archaeologists uncovered tools, ornaments, and fragments that reveal how creative and adaptable the people were. They did not just survive here. They expressed ideas, beliefs, and imagination. La Paziega is more than shelter. It is a preserved voice of human creativity, echoing across thousands of years. Number 6. A Buddhist altar. In 2026, an adventurer explored the Estonian woods and stumbled on something unexpected. Deep inside a cave, he found items carefully arranged in a way that sent chills down his spine. At the back of the chamber stood a cluster of objects, household items, colorful flags, and a structure shaped almost like an altar. He snapped a photograph and quickly left, later posting it online. The responses were instant and wide-ranging. Some users thought it looked like evidence of rituals, perhaps even something sinister. Others believed it could have been the secret refuge of someone who once lived in hiding. The uncertainty made the discovery all the more unnerving. But then, someone recognized the flags. They were not random decorations. They were Buddhist prayer flags, the kind often found in Asia near mountains and caves. This shifted the theory, suggesting that the cave might once have been used for meditation. Still, questions didn't fade because Buddhism is not widespread in Estonia, so the appearance of these flags seemed out of place. The person who made the discovery later said that even though prayer flags are meant to represent harmony and good energy, the atmosphere in that cave felt heavy and discomforting. However, the true story remains unsolved. Number 7. Heavenly Pits. In southern China, nature revealed something breathtaking. A sinkhole so large it opened into a hidden forest. This geological marvel plunges more than 600 feet down, stretching about 1,000 feet in length and 500 feet in width. Inside, researchers found towering trees that rise up to 130 feet, their branches reaching for the sunlight, filtering through the opening above. Walking into the pit feels like stepping into a secret valley. Sunbeams cut through the darkness, lighting up green leaves, moss, and wild plants that thrive in the unusual environment. Scientists also discovered 3 cave openings within the sinkhole, each one adding to the sense of wonder. The Chinese call such formations tianqing, or heavenly pits, and this one truly fits the name. The sinkhole was shaped over thousands of years as limestone collapsed, slowly creating this enormous pocket in the ground. Its isolated environment could hold species never before documented, offering chances for new discoveries. For scientists, it shows how life adapts even in the most hidden and difficult places. This sinkhole is not just a hole in the earth. It is a thriving world under the surface, a reminder of how much of nature still waits to be uncovered. Number 8. Ancient Artifacts. A small group of friends once set out on an adventure into the winding tunnels of a mountain range. Guided partly by Google Maps and partly by stories about an ancient civilization, they hoped to find something unusual. And what they found went far beyond their expectations. Hidden deep within the tunnels were 7 large clay containers, each carefully sealed. When they managed to open them, they were stunned to see what lay inside. The containers held valuable objects believed to be around 800 years old. Among them were beautifully made accessories, utensils, and jewelry, all showing clear signs